It's good. This poem's called Brooklyn.
All right, Brooklyn. The X all day.
Cracks on sidewalks where egos and insecurities have fallen to fill in the empty spaces. Where Nikes, Timbs, Jordans, and every other type of sneaker have blessed a spot on every inch of pavement. Buildings being tagged with empty cans of red and blue spray paint. For me, I call it home. But for the rest of the outsiders looking in, they write it off as Brooklyn. Starlight, star bright, the sun never seems to shine as bright on my side. Maybe the sun is ashamed. Ashamed of all these young boys that weren't even old enough to have an erection. Watch as they erect their backs every time they pull out their clips. Running around talking about what set they rep, Bloods or Crips. Maybe the sun just won't have it. So it dims in their presence. Not being able to shine down on the rest of our successes, I'm gonna have to teach these boys a lesson. Stomping their souls into Brooklyn streets every time they step with fresh white Nikes, I believe they think they're running something. When the only thing they're running is away from their problems. Thinking if they put their anger into hot lead, it's really gonna solve something, but it's not. Because you still gotta go home to a house where your mother's never there. So every time you look in the mirror, you get a little scared because everyone says you look just like her. So you take your pain, anger, join the gang, looking for your 15 minutes of fame because they made you believe they was gonna be your boys until the end. When really they could care less about you unless you're willing to bang. So once again, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I can't even tell you where to lay your head tonight. I just watch. Watch as you drop coins like yesterday's wishes into the fountains of your empty dreams because you stopped believing a long time ago. You told me you could take the boy out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the boy because these Brooklyn streets run through your veins like sickle cell disease because it hurts every time you step out to Brooklyn concrete. And I just sit back and wonder if you're still in pain. Because every time I see you take off your fears and worries and put on that red t-shirt, it hurts me to see you stepping out on yourself. I made you promise that when we graduated high school, you was going to leave these streets and become something useful. But like these fingers long and too thin to hold wings or a commitment, I can no longer hold you to it. You built your reputation off of empty dreams, broken promises, and forget-me-not girls that you eventually forgot. And I couldn't even dream of taking that from you. You said this was the first time you felt true happiness, but I could tell by the look in your eyes and the forced smile on your face, you just assumed something less than your best, turned it around, and took it to be happiness. And I wish I could throw your mind back a few years to when we was kids so you could really remember what happiness is, but I can't. And right now, you're faking the biggest smile on your exterior because internally, you're breaking. Your heart's been left your chest cavity, and your brain is turned off for thinking. Now, the only thing you're good for is moving your fingers like origami in the wind to show who you truly represent.
Real quick, let's get a roll call. It's Queens in the building. It's the BX in the building. Manhattan, where you at? Oh, where you at?
Y'all not live.
Where you at? Who am I missing? Who am I missing?
Jersey.
Is Jersey in the building? Wash Heights? Is Brooklyn in the house? Flatbush, all day. Flatbush, all day.
I need to count.